Hey everybody, welcome back to Jimmy Dick's International Eats. You can tell by my tricked out Bigfoot Christmas shirt. We're still in the Christmas spirit around here. I'm gonna make cookies today and we're gonna go to France. I'm gonna make French chocolate macaroons. Wish me luck. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to blend together our dry ingredients, which are 1 cup of powdered sugar, make as big a mess as you humanly possibly can. You know what? Bam. Next, 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. And finally, a half a cup of almond powder. Where do you find almond powder anyway? I don't know. I did it in my Ninja and I ground them up. So, there's that. Next, on here, and we're going to grind away. So now we're going to take our ground up dry and we're going to sift it. Get in there. No more messes from you. Of course, I had to switch to a bigger bowl because I was making even more of a mess. And I found the best way to do this is to stir it around with a little mini spatula. Make it rain. Look at that. Okay, check it out. There's still some crumblies in there, but that's what happens when you make your own almond flour too. But the thing is, the macaroon dough is very, very delicate, so you can look at that powdery goodness right there. All right, next. So in here, we have 2 large egg whites that I've set out until room temperature. And I'm going to whip these with the mixer here until they start to hold their own shape. Almost. Okay, it's holding its own shape. So now I have 5 tablespoons of sugar, and I'm going to slowly add that in, and I'm going to whip it for 2 minutes until the peaks are stiff and firm. That's a stiff peak. Let's get these cleaned off. Now we're going to gently fold the dry in here in 2 batches. So we're going to do half at a time. And you want to gently fold it because all that air we just beat into these egg whites, you don't want to, mess it up. Here goes nothing. So you're supposed to put it in a pastry bag, but I don't have one. So I'm going to try this. And I can tell you right now, it does not look like that's going to work. Tell you what, it's my first time making macaroons. Now I see why so many people mess them up on cooking shows. Get in there. But you know what? We're going to do this. You and me. They're going to be all kinds of shapes and sizes. And I don't even care. Now, to get the air out, you must absolutely beat them. I'm supposed to do 2 trays of these, but you can see it made 1 tray of ever so lovely macaroons. Well, they look good to me. Very appetizing. So anyway, we're going to just, these have to sit for 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. So they develop what's called a skin on top. You're supposed to be able to touch them and they won't stick. You know, kind of like now. So I put them in the oven for 10 minutes. It says check them in 10 and maybe 15. So we're going to give them a check at 10. I can only speculate as to why I'm having difficulties with this recipe. I'm going to blame the altitude. Or maybe my homemade almond powder. You know, baking is exact after all. But hey, I didn't have any almond powder. Never even heard of it actually. So I just ground it up myself. Maybe that's not how you do it. I spent a lot of time sifting, so it should have been perfect. And I whipped the hell out of them damn eggs. It said 2 minutes, but I think it was more like 5. Anyway, we'll see what comes out of this oven. I know there won't be a fire this time. These things are way too small. Ah, scram, my timer went off. Let's have a look. Something tells me. I should probably give him a few more minutes. I set up to 15. I'm gonna give him 5 more minutes. Well, it's been 5 more minutes. I'm not 100% certain that helped. But it says, let them cool completely. So we're gonna do that. Let's have a look. Nothing a little cooling off can't fix. Now it's time to make the filling. Yep, we're still doing this. So now we are going to make our filling for these cookies. So you need 4 ounces of bittersweet chocolate that you chop up. Well, guess what? I didn't have any. So I did a combination of milk chocolate and dark chocolate. That seems bittersweet enough to me. On the stove, I have a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. I'm heating up in a saucepan. Once it's warmed through, I'm going to pour it over this and let it sit for a minute. So let's just pour it right over. Bam. It's been a minute. Let's stir this up. It's working. It's alive. Okay. That looks smooth, so now you add 1 tablespoon of butter. And stir that around until it's smooth. Welcome back to macaroon hell, where nothing goes right. So these have cooled completely, and you can see that I can break off a couple of these. Yeah, look at that. Let's just give them a little trim, shall we? There's a good one. Oh look, they're hollow even. Look at that, you can see right down inside there. That's some crap. This one too, hollow. So, it probably goes without saying that this is supposed to be filling that's super thick, and you just put a little dollop on there, like that. Then you sandwich these two together, and there you have it, a macaroon. A macaroon where everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. So, all I can say is macaroons are the devil's food. And not devil's food like chocolate cake, but Satan himself. These suck. What the hell? That recipe is a big fat liar. I mean, look at this shit. Look at this. Let me just, here. Let's do it this way. Let's just pour some of this really solid with butter chunks in it. Ganache instead of filling. And let's just sandwich it in between here. Look at that. My ragoons are bigger than most people's because that's how I roll. So let's taste this. I'll probably be chewing this like a cow chews its cud for about 20 minutes or so. So what did we learn today? I'm still not a baker. Don't make your own almond powder. Not all recipes are good for you. I think it was a witch that used magic to make hers turn out good, because it didn't work for me. I really never had a macaroon, but now I see why people always fail on TV and cooking shows, because they suck. They're hard to make. I mean, look at this. That is photo worthy right there. But this is not going to stop me. I will not give up. So keep cooking, everybody. Most of the time cooking, and actually all the time, cooking is freaking easy. Baking kind of sucks. Exact, and it's a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I'm sharing it because you know what? We all have to have failures to move on, right? So I'm just showing you one of mine. Have a great day. Bye. Jimmy Dixon.